Hey everyone! Today we're going to talk about a piece of technology that you're probably holding in your hand right now, but you've likely never given it a second thought. And here's the thing, it holds the key to solving one of Pakistan's most frustrating problems. Yeah, it's all about what's inside this little powerhouse. So let's dive in. Oh man, we have all been there, right? That exact moment when the load shedding kicks in, the fan winds down, and the world just stops. It's a feeling we all know. But what if the answer wasn't firing up another noisy, smoky generator? What if the solution is something way smarter, way quieter, and already in your pocket? You got it. The answer is hiding in plain sight, inside your smartphone, the battery. See, this incredible technology isn't just for scrolling social media. It holds the secret to keeping our lights on, our fans spinning. We're talking about the world of lithium-ion. Now, to really understand just how big of a deal this is, we need to compare the old way of doing things with the new. For decades, our homes have relied on those big, heavy, often messy UPS batteries. But this isn't just a simple upgrade. No, this is like swapping out a slow, heavy-duty truck for a supersonic fighter jet. So on one side, you've got the lead-acid battery. That's our heavy truck. It's basically 19th century technology. Every single time you charge it and use it, the lead plates inside literally crumble and fall apart. But on the other side, you've got lithium-ion, our fighter jet. It's lighter, way more powerful, and it works on a much more elegant chemical principle. This is a genuine revolution in a box. Let's just look at the raw numbers, because the difference is absolutely staggering. A typical lead-acid battery, you're lucky if you get 2 years out of it. A lithium battery? It can last for 10, a decade. So why? It comes down to the technology. The lead acid is physically destroying itself with every use, but lithium uses this gentle chemical process called intercalation. It allows for thousands and thousands of cycles without breaking a sweat. It's just a completely different and far superior way to store energy.
अब यहाँ interesting बात शुरू होती है. Okay, now this is where things get really cool. The secret sauce behind lithium's incredible lifespan is this process called intercalation. It sounds super complicated, I know, but the idea is actually beautiful in its simplicity.
So forget all those complex chemistry diagrams for a second. I want you to just picture a bookshelf. Intercalation is basically the act of gently placing books onto a shelf and then gently taking them off again. The most important part? The bookshelf itself, the structure, is never damaged. It stays perfectly intact. And this is exactly how it works in the battery. When you're charging it, you're just moving the lithium ions, or books, from one side, one shelf, to the other. And when you use that battery to power your fan, those ions just slide right back, releasing energy as they go. Since the electrodes, the shelves, aren't being destroyed in the process, you can do this over and over, thousands of times. Okay, but we have to talk about the elephant in the room. We've all seen those scary videos of phone batteries catching fire. So when you pack so much energy into such a small space, you have to be smart about safety. Let's get into it. But the question is, if this technology is so amazing, why does it sometimes explode? It's a totally fair question. And the answer is a scary-sounding phenomenon called thermal runaway. So inside the battery, there's a super thin barrier separating the positive and negative sides. If that barrier gets damaged, even a tiny bit, you get a short circuit. And when that happens, the temperature just skyrockets, the chemicals kick off a chain reaction, and yeah, you've got a really big problem on your hands. So how do we stop this from happening in a home system? Well, we do it by choosing the right kind of lithium for the job. Meet lithium iron phosphate, or LiFePO4. This specific chemistry is built from the ground up to be stable and safe. It's basically tailor-made for Pakistani garmi, our famous heat. While other battery types can get unstable in high temperatures, LiFePO4 stays cool and calm, making it, without a doubt, the safest and smartest choice for our homes. So great, we have a safe, powerful, and long-lasting battery. But how in the world do we get from this tiny little battery cell to powering an entire house? A single one of these LiFePO4 cells only puts out about 3.2 volts. I mean, that's not even enough to run a simple light bulb, let alone an air conditioner that needs 220 volts. So how do we bridge that huge gap? Well, the answer is actually pretty simple. We start building with them. Think of these cells as a Lego set for electrons. It's brilliant. If you need more power, more voltage to run a big appliance, you just connect the cells end to end in a long chain. We call that series. Each cell adds its power to the one before it. But what if you need more runtime? more juice to last through a long power cut. You build parallel chains side by side. That's called parallel. It doesn't increase the raw power, but it massively increases how long that power will last. With this simple combo, you can build a battery pack for literally any need. But hold on, you can't just slap these cells together and call it a day. You need a brain to manage the whole thing. And that brain is called the Battery Management System, or BMS. Think of it like a super strict class proctor, watching every single cell, all the time. If just one cell starts to get too hot or is working too hard, the BMS steps in and can shut the whole system down before a disaster happens. It's the single most important piece of electronics that makes this powerful tech safe enough to put in your living room. This technology is already changing lives. From a shopkeeper in Peshawar who can now keep his lights on all night, to a family in Karachi running their AC right through a blackout. But this isn't just about us being consumers of this technology. This is a massive opportunity for us to become innovators. And for all the students watching right now, listen up. This is a career path, a huge one. Pakistan needs you. We need engineers who truly understand this stuff and can design even better, safer systems. We desperately need innovators who can figure out how to recycle these batteries so they don't become toxic waste. When you're studying chemistry and physics, don't just study for the imtihan, for the exam. Study to build the future of this country. Because as this energy revolution happens all around us, the real question is this. Are you going to be part of the generation that designs Pakistan's energy-independent future? Or are you just going to be someone using it to charge your phone? The power is finally here. Now it's up to us to decide what we do with it.